Hey, this is Nellie's Farm. It's Friday, September 13th, 2024. Well, I think Francine is coming back around. You see how fast those clouds are moving? We've been having Francine, tropical storm now, downgraded from a hurricane, and I think it's coming back around. It goes around in circles, rotating for days. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember that normal storms don't do that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Uh-oh, it looks like my cayenne pepper plant got a little bit over here. Looks like some of these are ready to pick too. I'm going to prop her up with something, probably a stick, after I'm done here. I got some other peppers, a few tomatoes. Well, anyway, I got a tomato plant that's sideways too. It's been a little bit windy, but I want to tell you guys about the retailers. Their profits are plunging, as you know. I've reported on this. A bunch of Dollar Tree stores, 1,000 are projected to close this year in America. I'm sure a lot of them already have. And Dollar General earnings are down almost 30% now. It was like 26%. So now they're resorting to scamming people to get their profits. I'll give you one example of what happened to me at my local Dollar General. For years, they had displays of the dollar batteries. And in the same place towards the back of the store, you know, the expensive ones they always put up front, you know, the Energizers and stuff. The dollar ones always been on a display in the back. So I go and grab them. I don't think about much. The brand is not familiar to me, so you assume, you know. There's only a few big brands. So you assume, okay, those are the dollar ones. I might need those in the future. I live way out here, so you never know. I learned the hard way. You want to make sure you have extra of everything way out here. So I get home and I see that they were almost $4 a pack for two different packs. 4 AA and 4 AAA. Okay, they were like $3.79. And they were not brand name, and I was livid. I don't think it's coincidence that they were sitting in the display at the same place that the generic ones did over the years. These Morning Glories are everywhere, you guys. I got some awesome pictures of them the other morning. They open up a lot in the morning. Of course, that's why they're called Morning Glories. I mean, they're strewn over everything. And I don't think I did plant these. I was thinking about that. I didn't plant them over here. These have grown wild here for years by themselves. They're so beautiful. They just took over the compost bin. They're prettier, though, in the morning. But anyway, so now even worse, okay? About the only thing out here is Kroger delivery, you know. We don't even have pizza delivery out here, and thank God, because the Jeep was broke down 3 months. I've lived here when I had no running vehicle an entire years ago. I didn't have local ties with Facebook. I don't really know people here, but at least, you know, there's Facebook. One lady gave me a ride when I posted months ago when I was broke down. She was coming this way anyway, which was a miracle. Anyway, so I've got Kroger delivery for months, right? Thinking, oh, thank goodness, you know. At first, the service was just outstanding. The drivers are always wonderful. I mean, through like the last 6 months, I've never had a bad experience with the drivers. They're absolutely professional. They're polite. They're wonderful. They're helpful. But anyway, so things would be missing, I noticed, of my orders. I don't just order 1 or 2 things, and there is a limit, you know. You have to order at least so many things. I mean, they come out here, they're going to use their gas anyway. So, I started writing everything down. Now, I was thinking, since it's not on my receipt, some lady, I posted about this locally, and she said, always check your receipt. That doesn't matter. I did check my receipt, and it showed that I didn't pay for the missing items. So I was never worried about it, and I never reported it. Because you can, you know, You can complain afterwards, get a refund or whatever. I never reported that part. I reported other things like bad produce that went bad right away and other things. Wrong items I got, this and that. So basically, this time I said something about my missing turkey burgers. And they already narrowed it down. There was 8 burgers in the pack. Now there's 6. It's a lot smaller than it was. They're doing that, of course, with everything. So I said, you know what? I'm going to say something this time, even though it's not on the receipt at all. Guess what? I did pay for it. They said, okay, I think it was AI chat. They said, I'll give you a refund. I kept trying to get a person to talk to, but a half hour later, I just gave up. My reception's terrible. The phone is a piece of garbage. I can't even hear this, by the way. I hope it turns out okay. I can't review it to listen to it. So hopefully it's okay because the audio doesn't work at all on my phone now. It worked a little bit, and somebody asked me why I haven't been on Off-Grid Desert Farmer with Paul and Adrian. I can't hear him, and I tried to push the closed caption thing recently in his videos, and it didn't work. It says it's not available. So anyway, I don't even want to be on my phone much anymore, to be honest. I'm sick of it. I mean, I just got done applying for jobs, and they put you through hell. You got to have codes, passcodes, then more codes for your phone, then codes for your email, blah, 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 blah. Gone are the days where you get a freaking piece of paper and fill it out and talk to a person face to face. I am so tired of it. And then you got to take the assessment, guys. 20-minute assessment, stupid, retarded questions. Would your manager at your last store, would they say that you're A, dependable, B, an asshat, C, class clown, D, totally unpredictable? I mean, what would you pick? I mean, come on. And you're doing this crap 20 minutes after you go through all the code crap and passcodes and email, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. And half the time my phone doesn't work. It's a nightmare. It turns into hours. And when you complain about something like, I'm going to say something about this Kroger delivery thing because I was ripped off. I can't prove about those missing items. Isn't that brilliant of them? And it goes far back from when I first started ordering, like, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. So how many millions of dollars are they getting out of people? Because my neighbor, it happens to her, I found out. Then I posted in this small community and found out that it happens to them too. And wouldn't you know it, this guy named Wade, right after he read my post, okay, he got a Kroger delivery. Because, we're way out here. There's nothing out here. So they're popular here. Guess what? He had a missing item, and guess what? It wasn't on his receipt, which it should have been, because he ordered it. And guess what? He found out he did pay for it. Same thing's been happening to him. How many millions did Kroger make off of struggling Americans, okay, that are barely making ends meet? There's this guy. I can't remember his YouTube. I'll try to share his channel with you. He's a homeless guy. He's got almost 7,000 subs. He made a video that said, be prepared to be homeless, everybody. And he's right. And I just was scrolling and I found it. Of course, I had to read it. He had closed captioning, thank goodness. But I scrolled through the comments. That was even worse. Now, this guy was articulate, intelligent, okay? He knows more about what's going on. I don't mean new stuff because that's all fake mostly. He really knows what's going on in this country, unlike a lot of employed Americans, okay? And he really resonated with a lot of people because in the comments, it was horrifying, guys. Whole families I read about and living in vehicles. If they were lucky, they had a vehicle or a tent. People that lost their business because of the COVID shutdown crap and all that. They lost their business and then their mortgage and couldn't find a job to pay those bills. You can find a job, but it's only gonna minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. You guys in Alabama, I mean for real, $7.25 an hour. And a lot of the jobs I've been looking at lately, $9 an hour, $10 an hour. Now the wages have went down here. Well, they always had those jobs, but like some of them, they were a little bit better paid than that. But I believe that they know people are so desperate now that they will just take anything. And so wages are falling. There's not near as many jobs as there was. Mostly just factory jobs and gas station jobs. And I don't know if I could do factory jobs because I literally almost killed myself last year doing it. Didn't get any workers' comp either, of course. I almost collapsed. They worked me half to death. I was on 3 different welders, plus carrying parts to people because the guy that delivers them is lazy and too busy gossiping. And then he had the nerve to have an attitude with me when I was doing his job half the time. That's what happens, guys, when you are an honest, dependable, hard worker in America. Your coworkers don't like you. They disrespect you. Your actual bosses, treat you like shit. Now, you would think that your boss would appreciate it, but they don't. They look down on you. They see you as weak, and it makes them look bad. So, yeah, that's where we are right now. People just trying to get some crap job, when they already have like 2 to keep from being homeless. And there's Pepper over there. But anyway, I wanted to tell you about this Kroger scam. Now, it's going to take forever for me to get back on that stupid phone and explain this to somebody who even cares. I don't know if they're going to get me anything for it, but I will let you know. I am going to do it. It's already been like a week. And I don't have the energy for this. It turns into a nightmare, on that phone. And they just keep you going from one thing to the next on the phone, And if it's not that, it's something else that needs done on the phone. And I mean, I'm not so old that I don't know how to do this, but it's so time consuming. Pretty soon hours go by. And when I want to be out here, guys, and you can see why, this is the whole reason I moved here, to get away from that shit and to get away from people. Because most of them aren't worth a crap and they're not trustworthy. I'm just going to be honest. I've had horrible experiences with everybody in my life, pretty much. And then they make it so you have no choice but to be on your phone and apply for jobs that way. If we can only go back. Unfortunately, we're not going to go back. I wanted to do a few more videos, but I've got to charge this thing. I've bought 3 chargers in 1 week. Figured out it was my outlet. So, I wanted to update you. Watch it when you go to Dollar General, too. When they raise the price, they're not putting that on the shelf. And I swear they're doing it on purpose. Look at your receipts, especially if your money's tight. But even if it's not, they get enough of our money. These corporations own us now. They know we have no choices. These people, a lot of them lost their cars. 20,000 cars being repoed in America a day, people. People out here are screwed, A lot of them, most of these people have family and friends. I don't have help. And as far as transportation goes, but people are suffering. They got you where you have to have Kroger delivery, or you go hungry. And then guess what? Then they scam you. And they're going to probably say it's a glitch, but come on, it's happening to everybody, and it's a glitch. And the thing that is missing just so happens not to be on your receipt. Since when are things that you bought not on your freaking receipt? I hate injustice. I get angry about it. I've got to figure out how to word the title to this right, because they're already starting to target me on my videos, like there are many others. I wanted to do a World War III update too. I know this is running very long. I want you to be aware of what's going on. But long for me anyway. But I want you guys to know what's going on with the really disturbing recent developments with Russia too. I finally got some baby cucumbers. And I got a few back here. I saw a white one. I think that these seeds are different. I usually use the straight 8 seeds, so I'd have the bigger ones. Look at this one. It's white. You guys see that? It's a fat white cucumber. I'm going to leave these bees alone now. They're doing their job. And there is Minnie Min. Hey, Minnie Min. Been raining 2 days. I'm sure she's glad because she's an outdoor cat. She prefers to be outdoors. The doors are always open, except in winter, but she loves being outside. She is the Mouse Reaper. Isn't that right, Minnie Min? I'll let you guys go. I am still doing my fundraiser. I am going to put my PayPal link in comments. I don't have any of the other things, Cash App or anything. Nothing works out here. I mean, I've tried. Hardly anything works. It must be the reception. It's the phone. I cannot afford a new phone right now. I'm doing my best. So please keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Please send some positive thoughts and vibes my way. And for all the people that have a lot less than I do, I'm getting in dire straits right now. Or I'm going to end up like those people I mentioned earlier. But it's not just me. It's millions and millions of Americans right now living in their cars. And you know the Supreme Court just made homelessness illegal, right? So first they take what little you have away from you, and then they make it illegal to be poor. What's going on, people? Thanks for watching. I'll try to get more videos out today, but I believe the rain's coming back. I don't know. According to Weather Nation, it's coming back around. Thank you for listening. I hope this came out okay. And I hope you guys are having a great Friday.